Have you ever wondered how fragile the digital world can be? How a single cyber attack can cripple an entire organization? In our modern world, every aspect of our lives has been digitized, from banking to communication, from research to entertainment. This digitization has brought about unprecedented convenience and efficiency, but it has also introduced a new kind of vulnerability: cybersecurity threats. Let's take a moment to understand what cybersecurity entails. It is the practice of protecting systems, networks, and programs from digital attacks. These attacks aim to access, change, or destroy sensitive information, interrupt normal business processes, or even extort money from users. This is not just an IT problem, it's a business survival issue. Imagine a scenario where your entire digital infrastructure is held hostage by an unknown entity halfway across the world. Your operations grind to a halt, sensitive data is at risk of being exposed, and the trust of your stakeholders hangs by a thread. That's the potential impact of a cyber breach. Why does this matter? Because the stakes are incredibly high. In the interconnected world of today, a breach in one part of the system can ripple through the entire network, causing wide-ranging and far-reaching damage. The effects can be so devastating that they can bring even the most robust organizations to their knees. Now, you might be thinking, surely, with advanced technology we can prevent these attacks. Well, that's where things get complicated. The world of cybersecurity is a constant game of cat and mouse. As security measures evolve, so do the tactics of those trying to breach them. It's a never-ending cycle of action and reaction. The reality is, cybersecurity is not just about protecting a system, it's about safeguarding an organization's very existence. And today, we delve into one such incident that shook the global business community. It was June 2017, a day that seemed ordinary until it was not. The NotPetya cyber attack was unleashed, and it changed everything. A typical Tuesday morning in Ukraine quickly turned into a nightmare. The nation's infrastructure was struck by a devastating cyber onslaught. Government systems, banks, and crucial national services were crippled. But this was not a typical cyber attack. This was NotPetya. The name NotPetya is a nod to its predecessor, a ransomware strain known as Petya. But don't be fooled by the familial ties. The two are as different as night and day. While Petya was a run-of-the-mill ransomware, NotPetya was a wiper. It didn't just want money, it wanted to destroy. The original target was Ukraine, but the attack didn't stop there. Like a wildfire, it spread across borders, across continents, leaving a trail of havoc in its wake. From Europe to America, businesses, hospitals, and government systems fell victim to this cyber catastrophe. The attack was swift and brutal. It exploited a vulnerability in the Windows operating system, using it as a backdoor to infiltrate and paralyze systems. And it didn't just encrypt files, it corrupted the very systems needed to reboot a computer. It wasn't interested in holding files hostage for a ransom, its purpose was to obliterate. The world was caught off guard. Cyber experts scrambled to understand the magnitude of the attack, but it was like trying to put out a forest fire with a bucket of water. The damage was extensive, the impact catastrophic. As the world watched in horror, the NotPetya cyber attack had begun its destructive march. In the aftermath, it would leave a trail of destruction that would forever change our understanding of cybersecurity and the very real threats that lurk in the digital shadows. Maersk, the shipping giant, was directly hit. With 76 ports and over 800 vessels, the attack was more than just a digital disaster. It was a logistical catastrophe that sent shockwaves through the global supply chain. Imagine the world's largest shipping company with a presence in 130 countries, suddenly unable to coordinate its vast fleet. This was the chilling reality for Maersk in the summer of 2017. The direct costs for Maersk were staggering. Estimates put the financial impact at around $300 million. This colossal sum was spent on everything from replacing thousands of servers and computers to the manual paperwork required to keep operations afloat during the digital blackout. The timeline of major events paints a dramatic picture. The attack began on the 27th of June, 2017. Within a span of few hours, Maersk's IT systems were crippled. It took until the 9th of July for the company to restore its key business processes. But it wasn't until the end of August that Maersk could confidently say its systems were fully recovered. But who would launch such a devastating attack? The finger of suspicion points towards a nation-state rather than an individual or a group of hackers. The complexity and sophistication of the NotPetya malware suggest a level of resources and expertise that is typically the domain of governments. While there is no definitive proof, many cybersecurity experts believe that Russia is the likely culprit. The motive? That's harder to discern. It could be anything from a show of force to a test of new cyber weaponry. A silent war was waged in cyberspace, and Maersk was caught in the crossfire. The NotPetya attack was a stark reminder of just how vulnerable our interconnected world can be. As we look forward to a future where everything is connected, we must also prepare for the potential threats that come with it. In the aftermath of chaos, Maersk fought back, but had the incident been fully resolved? In the face of adversity, Maersk demonstrated resilience. They rapidly mobilized an IT team to restore their crippled systems. The recovery process was arduous, yet the organization managed to resume normal operations within a few weeks. Maersk's communication strategy during the crisis was commendable. They kept their stakeholders informed, maintaining a balance between transparency and discretion. Yet, despite their efforts, the incident left an indelible mark on the organization. The direct costs of the attack were astronomical, running into hundreds of millions of dollars. The indirect costs, however, were immeasurable. Reputational damage, lost business, and the lingering fear of a similar attack in the future. The NotPetya attack was not just a costly incident for Maersk, it was a wake-up call for organizations worldwide. The attack exploited vulnerabilities in systems that many believed were secure, exposing a stark reality. No organization, no matter how large or secure, is immune to cyber threats. The question then is not if, but when the next attack will happen. So what can organizations do to shield themselves from such threats? Strong cybersecurity protocols are a good starting point. Regular system updates, employee training, and robust firewalls can help fortify an organization's defenses. But these measures alone are not enough. Organizations must adopt a proactive approach to cybersecurity. They must stay abreast of the latest threats and continually assess and update their security measures. Incorporating threat intelligence and leveraging advanced technologies like artificial intelligence can help predict and prevent attacks before they happen. The NotPetya attack was more than a wake-up call. It was a stark reminder of the volatile digital landscape we navigate every day. As we move further into the digital age, the stakes will only get higher. But with vigilance, preparedness, and a proactive approach, we can navigate the digital seas safely. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the world of cybersecurity. Remember, in the digital world, vigilance is the price of safety. Subscribe to our channel for more insights and stay safe out there.